Welcome to a audio edition of Ringside Chat. Make sure you visit Twitter, Ringside Chat at Twitter. Last night, I was checking out some of the old DVDs I got a copy from the TV. The Nitro, WCW Nitro from 96 and 97. And I thought it was a weird kind of look compared to today's wrestling, because it's 18 years ago almost. The first one I watched. It was December 16th, 1996 episode of Monday Nitro. It was the second to last episode before the Starrcade 96 epic between Piper and Hogan won. And I thought it was just kind of interesting just watching it, because one thing that kind of stood out was the fans. The fans around ringside were all male, beer drinking fans. A lot of the adults were in the there were a lot of adults, and I thought, oh God, that's so fucking amazing to watch. Just adults, no shitty fucking kids wearing whoever the fucking big wrestler is today. Fucking Johnson, fuck him. But it's fucking amazing seeing, watching these old WCW tapes. It was kind of cool watching this, because it was the first episode WCW I recorded, and looking back, it was pretty memorable show. It's the episode where Mashahiro Chono was wrestling Chris Jericho, which, if on paper, that's a fantastic. It was a fantastic match. Great, two Japanese wrestlers. Even though Jericho's Canadian, still it's a pretty awesome fucking match. But it was this great reveal. Sonny Ono came to the ring. He did an interview with Mean Gene before the episode. Talking about a little bit of New Japan, partnership, whatever, and Mashahiro didn't have a contract for New Japan at the time. And meanwhile, I should know, Trillionaire Ted DiBiase and Eric Bischoff were, at the announcer stand. They ran off Tony and Larry Z. And so Sonny Ono is showing off his t-shirt to Mean Gene. Mean Gene's pointing out, New Japan Pro Wrestling, right? And Masahiro is wearing this PVC trench coat, and he just takes it off and says NWO Classic Rouge. And they exchange a few things in Japanese, and Mean Gene's go, "Hey, what did he say?" Sonny Ono, by the way, the originator of the selfie, he starts speaking Japanese, and Mean Gene tells him in English, "You idiot." And Mean Gene or Sonny Ono just goes, he say something about NWO, and fucking Chono just shoves him and walks to the ring like a badass. So eventually, he wrestles Jericho, and Jericho gets to win by DQ when he gets tied up in the ropes, and Chono just kind of beats the shit out of him. And it was also the episode where Big Bubba, Ray Trailer, Bossman, whatever you want to call him, turned on the Dungeon of Doom. Scott Flash Norton turned on Ice Train to dissolve Fire and Ice. And the first couple months of the NWO invasion was pretty fucking good. Eventually it got oversaturated. Of course that happens at any form of sports oversaturation. But it's amazing that this time in wrestling was so fucking pure, man. It was entertaining as hell. Yeah, it had to turn into Nitro. You never know what was going on. And also, during the NWO Nitro portion of Nitro, they actually kind of made mention of WWF In Your House, which aired the night before on pay-per-view. I'm assuming they're making a reference to WWF or Lex Luger or something like that, but maybe I just go back and recheck it. But of course, no secret that they made mention of the other league. Yeah, but so eventually, yeah, but also on this episode was awesome fight. It was a fucking fight. Sullivan and Anderson, Arn Anderson and Kevin Sullivan. This great fucking match. It was a fucking great match. Probably match of the night. It was basically surrounded this whole feud with Benoit and Woman running off to Paris, and they were sending videos, is kind of fucking with the mind of Kevin Sullivan. And it was so fucking great watching this, because they showed the video of Woman and Benoit in this Paris diner, and they're all snuggled up, and Benoit's saying, hey, I got your woman, Kevin. How's it feel to come home to an empty house at night, Kevin? The woman, being the sexy little tease she was, she goes, Chris, I'm cold, or whatever, nice warm fire, fuck my brains out. And then they cut to Kevin Sullivan power walk into the match. Fucking Anderson coming out, meet him Sullivan halfway down the ramp. It's a fucking fight, man. And it's something that it's a lost art, but Anderson hits this fucking amazing DDT, some fucking cut it like a fucking razor edge on Sullivan, and members of the Dungeon of Doom interfere. Sullivan hits him with hits Anderson with the ring bell and gets the victory. But it is amazing how Anderson pulled off this DDT. I honestly believe he did a DDT better than Jake Roberts. Honestly, because Anderson's DDT was always like a knife, like a nice shank. You never knew where it was coming from, and as like a shank, it was smooth. It was razor cutting edge. You can cut it the air like a knife with it. Honestly, he's better use of the DDT than Jake Roberts. And the other Nitro I watched was fucking amazing because it was from Chicago. It was the Nitro the night before Clash of Champions in Milwaukee. And this episode has my two favorite scenes. Macho, first of all, Macho Man returns, and, it was supposed to be Chavo Guerrero versus Max Muscle, and they start off the program, tonight Nitro is gonna be an amazing show, blah, 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 blah. Camera around ringside, picks up Macho Man coming out of the fucking stands, takes the mic from Dave Penzer. He goes, I got a message for Eric Bischoff, he says. And he tells him to kiss his ass. Which, in 1996, saying kiss your ass on TV was saying go fuck yourself. And of course, Tony's shocked. Larry Z saying, "Oh my, he say the A word." Of course, apparently Larry was always kind of a, not an asshole, but just kind of, he did stuff to get on your nerves. But Macho Man is in the ring for 10 minutes. It seems like for 10 fucking minutes he's in the ring doing nothing. There's no other action. Chavo comes down, tells him what the fuck, get out of the ring. And Macho Man puts him in a place. Max Muscle comes to the ring, does the same thing. Macho Man puts him in his place. Then from nowhere, the fucking Sting comes out from the rafters, power walks, bat in hand, walks into the ring. Meanwhile, WCW security and wrestlers are, around ringside. They fucking split like Moses separating the Red Sea. Sting walks the ring, pulls the bat at Mach. Mach gets up, fucking Sting throws in the back, turns his back on him, and kind of does like a Jesus pose almost. Macho Man does nothing. Sting turns around, Mach throws the bat to him. They fucking walk off through the crowd. And that's a fucking amazing 15 minutes of opening wrestling. Because it did a lot with nothing. A lost art, fucking lost art right there. And of course, one of my favorite matches on the episode, it's the prelude and continuous saga of Benoit versus Sullivan. Before the match even starts, there's a fight into the stands, into the bathroom, the men's bathroom. They're fighting in the fucking restroom. People are taking a shit. They're taking a piss, and woman's there. Jimmy Hart's there. The ref is there, cameraman there, fucking raving lunatics, fans, trying to get on TV. They fight in the bathroom, just like at the Great American Bash 6 months before or whatever. And this is kind of maybe why I love this particular match on the episode. Because they come out of the restroom, and security is holding fans back. You get the TV cameras through. Jimmy Hart's squeezing through the fucking crowd of people because cameras fall on him. This is fucking amazing. You could not do this in today's society of wrestling. Well, besides fighting in a restroom where you had no prelude of this is going to happen, but woman is trying to get through back to the crowd, back down the stairs. Okay, she's wearing a fucking long dress. Apparently, nobody gave her the notice, so she's wearing all this sexy red dress and heels, of course. She's telling us this is a great fucking image, man. If you can watch it on the network, watch it, but she's taking her heel. It's probably a good 2-inch heel, maybe 3-inch spike heel. She's fucking beating this fucking fan with her fucking red shoe, and she's telling the fucker to move. And Jimmy Hart, like a fucking rat, trying to squeeze through these bodies of people. The fucking ref is trying to get through because the ref went there. But eventually, after this fucking brutal fight, they actually made it back to the ring. And it's just something you don't see every day. Of course, the next night in Milwaukee at the Clash, they repeat the bathroom fight. If I can remember it, it was something like that. But it's just amazing. You can't get away with that stuff anymore. I'm assuming you can, but God, fuck, it really was a magical era where you can get away with shit like that. Of course, now you have to fucking map everything out. You gotta have your fucking cameras at this fucking position. Yeah, because we all know the fake. We all know that fucking putting a cameraman, already staged cameraman, actually puts butts in seats. But who knows? But make sure you check out the December 16th episode of Nitro, and it's like the January 14th, 15th, whatever the Nitro leading up to the Clash is on the network. Check it out. I'm assuming they fucked with it. But if you watch it, it's amazing. And some of the references in the shows are really dated. It's a good outdated shit. If check it out. But one final note on the Chicago show. I think Tony mentions, what the hell else can happen tonight here on Monday Nitro. As they were going to the commercial, Larry goes, "Hey, you said the H word." Really? Yeah, apparently Larry Zbyszko was really a fucking He did it to just fucking screw with you with that annoyance. But check out those 2 Nitro episodes. Of course, I'm not going into great detail what other matches, but plus I don't have it written on me. I'm just doing this right before work. But check it out. Check it out on the network if you can find it. If not, check it out on YouTube. And make sure you like this channel, subscribe to the channel, and follow on Twitter at Ringside Chat. Until next time, keep your ass in the seat and cheer for the heels, motherfucker.